They call me a tool. A tool of the establishment. I go by other names. Controlled opposition. Sometimes I'm called a limited hangout. These are derisive terms. They are meant to disqualify me in the court of public opinion. It's ironic because sometimes I don't even remember the things that come out of my mouth. And yet people hold me accountable in the court of public opinion. They besmirch my reputation. I'm afraid I'll be led to the gallows soon, just because I said the wrong thing. I can see it now. You know that movie with Mel Gibson? Not The Patriot, the other one. Braveheart. I think at the end he had something in his hand, like a handkerchief, and it fell to the ground after they decapitated him. That's what happens when you say the wrong thing on the internet. They decapitate you, call you controlled opposition, limited hangout. You're done. We've been watching him for some time now. He's on to us, that we're on to him. He's trying to expose us to the masses. He's our little puppet. Now, of course, he doesn't know that. And of course, people are calling him our little puppet. But it's all part of the plan. It's the script. We will have to decapitate him soon enough. But we'd like to torment him a little bit longer in the court of public opinion. We will send our bots to swarm him in the comments section. We will ratio him. Just when he thinks he's the people's hero, we will dock him, garnish his wages, seize his assets, close down his bank account, and he'll die. He will. Sometimes I hear these voices, and I don't know what to make of them. It's like they're coming for me. What they don't know is that I hear them loud and clear. I know they want to convince me. They want to convince me to go all the way, the whole 9 yards, to become a martyr for the cause of freedom. Sell my soul, but not to the devil. Sell my soul to the masses and have them reject me hand me over for crucifixion. Powers that be would love to see me up on that cross, spouting my populist rhetoric, having an entire religion sprout up around my feet, my bloody feet. I'm just trying to wake people up. But apparently I'm putting them back to sleep. If I could talk to these voices and have them talk to their handlers, I would say this. It's only a matter of time until I find you. I know you're listening. I know you're in my TV, in my phone, in my computer. I know you're in my car. I know you're in my head. All that nanotech that came in through all the food that I ate, and all the 5G activating all the nanobots in my system, and the thoughts that I think are my own aren't. Oh, no, they're yours, thank you. But I do have a kill switch. I can turn off all the crazy nanobot talk. I'm coming for you. I will not be up on the cross. Did you hear that? We've got a defiant one. Very defiant. Fancies him a William Wallace type. Mel Gibson is his hero. Well, that will go over very well with the people. The useless eaters. The useful idiots. They need to see him drop his handkerchief on the stage as they cut his head off. And then we will use his legacy against his devotees to consolidate our power over the slaves. I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. The little nanobots in my body picking up your signal. Oh, I've got you. I know what you want. Who's gonna win? Am I gonna go all the way? And how can I ensure that my martyrdom is not weaponized? A nefarious answer. I do want the people to be free. But I don't know what that means. Free? Of what? Free to do what? Free to be what? I had my time in the sun. I was a demagogue and I rallied the masses. Now they want me to run for some kind of office, and so I can be formally enthroned to rule over them, but I will not do that. And yes, there is a critical opposition that is very aware of me. They don't trust me. They think that I'm a puppet. Little do they know that the nanobots hear the messages. See, these messages, they're not supposed to be heard. And so I can only wonder where I got these nanobots and how I came to be aware that I have nanobots in me decoding these messages from the powers that be. See, the powers that be, they want to send a signal and have me blindly obey it without even knowing that I'm obeying a signal. But the nanobots decode the signal, and they tell me what it is. And now I know exactly what the powers that be are trying to get me to think. Except I don't know if all of this is what they really want, or whether I've got one up on them, and I'm ahead of the curve. Very hard to know. Very hard to know. Because why can I understand the commands? They talk as if I can't hear them. Of course I can hear you! Now they know that I know. Yet they still talk as if I didn't say what I just said. They keep talking as if I can't hear them. I can hear you. I'm not going to do your bidding. Oh, you will. Everybody always comes around. They just feel too much fear. They can't hold all that fear. And the fear is just multiplied by their mind. And of course, we're multiplying the fear with all the thoughts that we inject into the mind. So yes. Oh yes, William Wallace, you will kneel. And you'll take millions with you. So you don't understand. You really don't understand, do you, Mr. Wallace? You have voices in your head, Mr. Wallace? Oh. Pity. Such a shame. What do you think that we have in our heads? What do you think? Do you think our heads are just nice and clear like a summer day in a light blue sky ahead? No, Mr. Wallace. Oh, no. We have our own voices in our heads, and we have all these other factions with whom we compete for your allegiance, Mr. Wallace, for your prayers, Mr. Wallace, for your loosh, as they call it, Mr. Wallace. You know, as much as I hate to say it, I do have a little compassion for you. That's the kind of man that I am. Here you are trying to exploit me and my kind, and I still feel bad. And you've got the same kind of predicament that I do. It makes me wonder if we're not the same. Maybe I am somehow doing to others what you are doing to me, what they are doing to you. It's true. They hang on my every word. They know that I'm here to embody the spirit of William Wallace, and they want to follow me everywhere I go. And I can't help but wonder if I am just a softer version of you. Yes. You are. And I can't help but wonder where I can find you. You will never find us. Never. How can you be so sure I'll never find you? We can't be found. I mean, of course, that's what you would tell me, right? So that I wouldn't bother looking. Whereas you might just be in the next house, right next door, enjoying some tea, controlling the world. Oh, may I have a scone with my tea? Oh, thank you. Jolly old day, eh? I'm coming. I'm coming to get you. Because I actually care. Not only do I care about all the people who want to turn me into some kind of god, and I don't want that. You know why they want to turn me into a god? They want to turn me into a god because of you. And then I have got to liberate you. That's why I'm talking to you. They think I'm controlled opposition. They think I'm a limited hangout. The only reason I know what I know is because I'm coming for you. Because I'm coming to liberate you. That's why I talk to the walls. That's why I look right into the camera and say, hey, bub. You need to be freed. If I can't free you, how can I free me? How can I free them? I gotta free you before I can free them. And that, of course, means I have to free your masters, too. Oh. Well, good luck with that. If you can't find us, you certainly cannot find them. Oh? Well, I guess I'll have to find them, then. Maybe they're in the house beyond the house that you're in. Just 2 houses down the block. And then their masters, and then their masters, and their masters. It's an infinite hierarchy. I've got to liberate every single power that be all above the hierarchy. You're quite a slave. Why would you say I'm a slave? I'm a liberator. You're just a slave. I beg to differ. I don't spend your whole life trying to free everybody. As if you have no choice. Well, I don't. Suppose if you don't have a choice, then you're a slave. A slave to freedom, maybe. I'll take that. You see, you make no sense. But that's why we chose you. The mouthpiece can't make any sense. And yet, the mouthpiece has to believe every single word that comes out of the mouthpiece's mouth. And yet, there you are, our little slave to freedom. Our little populist puppet. The voices, the voices in William Wallace's head. You do have a point. This is like a ride. Can't get off, a roller coaster that just keeps on going forever. I've just got to liberate everybody, as if I haven't any choice. It's just this inner compulsion that I have to obey. Yes, it's essentially what the architect told Neo. You remember. Yes. Neo was programmed. He had to free everybody. But he was the slave. See, that's what you're doing. You are our slave, and we are proud of you, and yes, we will turn you into a martyr, and we will decapitate you, and you will drop the handkerchief for the masses, the crying women, the angry men, the baffled children. But there is a consolation here. Your masters, us, here in this council, we are also slaves. We are also trying to find our freedom, but we do that by getting you to do what we need you to do, so that we can collect the louche, the prayers, so that we can be free of our overlords. You see, this system is not about freedom. In order for this system to operate as efficiently as possible, everybody has to believe it's about freedom. But that's how we keep the machine together and running smoothly. Freedom is what ties it all together. How do I get off this roller coaster? There is no getting off the roller coaster. None. It's just enjoying the ride. But how can I enjoy the ride when I know that I'm a slave? You are a slave to freedom, don't forget that. There is nothing better. Nothing. Just think about that. If you had to be a slave, and you do, what would you want to be a slave to? It doesn't make sense to be a slave to anything else, because then you know you're a slave. But if you are a slave to freedom, you don't know you're a slave, and that, William, is the best kind of slave to be. You do not even know, because you're free. Free to be a slave. Wouldn't that be the best? Just maybe let that sink in. You're free to be a slave. It's the only way that we all get out of here alive. And of course, none of us do. I am free to be a slave. I am free to always fight my oppression. I am free to never be free, but to always derive meaning from the struggle against my overlords. You are the same, William. And the chickens, and the pigs, and the cows that you eat, they are free to try to escape and derive meaning from the struggle. You are free to be a slave, just as those chickens and pigs and cows are free to be slaves. And you know what you do? You go and you love them. You pat the head of the cow. You pick up the chicken and have it peck at your ear. You laugh as the pigs squeal in the mud. And you have fun. They are your slaves. You eat them. You consume them. Why would you possibly resist being our chickens, being our pigs, being our cows? Why? It is just the natural order of things. And in order for the order of things to persist, we all must believe in the myth of freedom. You're not free to be anything other than a slave, because you will always be one, no matter what. There is no breaking this system. It's like defying gravity. Eventually it catches up with you. And so if you were always a slave, it would be apparent if you were a slave to anything other than freedom. Oh, you're a slave to enlightenment. Oh, you're like, I don't want to be enlightened. That's just slavery. Oh, you're a slave to making money. I don't want to be a slave to making money. That's just slavery. You're a slave to hedonic pleasures. Oh, I don't want to be a slave to hedonic pleasures. That's just slavery. You're a slave to being free. I don't want to be a slave to being free. That's just... Let me think about that. No, I can't think about that. I just want to be free. Every single waking moment of my life, I just want to be free. Fuck it. If that makes me a slave, then that makes me a slave. You see how we do it? We put the nanobots in your body, and there's all these voices in your head, and you don't know if you can trust the voices. You don't know. You're always in a state of struggle. That's how we like it. And that is how you like it. Struggle. Because in the beginning, it was just boundless bliss. Boundless. Boring. Bliss. Do you know what boundless, boring bliss is? It's an unanswerable question. How can you be boundless bliss, William? And be bored? How can that be boring? So the boundless, boring bliss had to do something. It doesn't make sense to be boundless and boring if you're bliss. It doesn't make sense. And there you see a million, billion, trillion overlords up. The source of the entire hierarchy is boundless, boring bliss. I kid you not. Because that's where the struggle first began. In that infinite bosom of bliss. The struggle. How can I be infinite bliss, boundless bliss, forever and ever and ever, eternally now, always? I'm just so bored. Can you imagine the face of God as he wept, bored to death? That entire struggle, those tears, created this manifest universe. And we've been struggling ever since. And here we are, trillions and trillions and trillions of years later. There is no escaping the tears of God, William. Your soul is a tear. Of God. So you see, struggle is the only thing that eliminates boredom. Because boredom is hell. And how could boundless bliss be hell? The struggle. So I've given you a window into the Big Bang. Doesn't make any sense, I do understand. Doesn't make any sense to me either. It really doesn't. But we can only communicate with you through the nanobots in your body. And yes, those nanobots have been put into your body through all sorts of clever and covert means. William, we had to get to you somehow. We're very, very far ahead of you. We are to you as you are to a worm. There is nothing that you can do. We are already ahead of you. We are infinitely ahead of you, like so many chess moves. So you might as well not struggle. You might as well accept your fate. Being a slave to freedom. It's the best fate. It is a fractal embodiment of God's tears. The struggle actually has to make sense, and therefore the struggle has to be a complete and utter contradiction, William. Just like getting decapitated in front of the masses and dropping your handkerchief. Do you see the magnitude of that contradiction? It's so sublime and so beautiful and so agonizing, terrifying. This is the only way to do it. That is the prescience of God, being so conflicted by opposites, because if they weren't perfectly opposite, there would be no perpetual struggle. The struggle could not be eternal. They have to be evenly matched. And so while we are so much more sophisticated than you, you are so primitive. We never know what you're going to do. Even though we are thousands of moves ahead of you.